Greetings, fellow gaming fans. I'm Small Archangel. Welcome back to ARK Survival Evolved. It is day 213, if you can believe it, and we are level 81 now. Well, what do you do when you've been on the ARK for 213 days and reached that dizzy height? Well, we've got ourselves a nice base here with all mod cons. Well, not quite, perhaps, but we've got lots of dinosaurs. We've got an Argent who seems to be sitting on top of a Terror, but never mind. And we built ourselves a nice little fishing platform as well, so we can enjoy a bit of fishing here too. And then, of course, we've got an Ichthy and a Mega out in a little marina out in the bay. Well, what we're going to do today is we are going to focus on building our treehouse in the redwood forest, and that is because, well, treehouse. Who doesn't want a treehouse? Everybody wants a treehouse, and I'm also a bit curious to see sort of how it works and how what we can do with it, really. How nice we can make it. So to that end, I've been smelting some metal ingots here, so that we can make some windows before we go. So I'm just going to shove those in there. Actually, no, we're going to need those. Well, no, we need them. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to make some greenhouse windows because, yeah, and we do need to make those in the smithy. So we can make 6 of these, and they're sort of big windows. So I think we're going to do that. The treehouse isn't going to be that massive, but I would like to have some nice sort of light windows in there. And these obviously take the place of an entire wall, so that will also lessen the amount of wood we're going to need to make our there we go. That's it. Yeah, to make our walls generally. And how many of these can we make? Let's make 2 of those as well, and then hopefully we can place some smaller windows too. So I'll take those out there, and hopefully these aren't going to be too sort of heavy for us to carry. And then I'll turn that off, and we will head out to the redwood biome. Again, for this, I'm just going to take one of my Argents. I don't know why Izzy's standing on top of the food bowl. I suppose birds do that a lot, don't they? Let's face it. Let's just repark her, because that just isn't very tidy, is it? So there we are. I'm forever doing this. For some reason, the birds, they're the ones that always seem to move. Ozzy likes to have his face stuck through the wall. I don't know why, but he just likes to give me a shock every time I walk by. So, let's get on, Oz. He's the one that's going to take us out there, because he's the one who can carry the most weight. We're good anyway. We're going to have to gather some stone. We're going to have to gather some wood and what have you when we reach the other end, but that's okay. We'll do that. Yeah, it's going to take us a little while to get to the old redwood biome, so I will see you guys when we get there. I'll just make sure I'm going in the right direction, because I have a bit of a way of going the wrong direction. Like now, for example, when I'm going north and should be going south. What can I tell you? Hidden Valley's just surrounded by trees. All trees look the same, and I can't see the wood for them. Okay, guys, I will see you in the redwood biome. Okay, here we are at the treehouse, such as it is at the moment. It's more of a platform, really, that goes all the way around. I've put a railing around the edge, but apart from that, absolutely no frills whatsoever. In case you didn't see the last episode or 2, basically, this is what it's all about. Sap for fishing purposes, and I'm pretty sure at some point in development that sap is going to be useful for something else as well. So I thought setting up a base here for that would be, yeah, a good thing to do. Oh, have you leveled Oz? No, but very nearly. Okay, so I've got one little chest here, which is actually intended for collecting sap in, but at the moment it's keeping all my gear in here. And the plan is, really, we're going to build a mostly wooden treehouse here, just to see how we do. We're going to have to perch Oz on the roof, as and when it actually has a roof. Now, the first thing, though, is that, and see if I've got this wooden wall here. It won't place in most of the places where I actually want it to, inside the base, for the inside wall. I mean, it's going to look interesting in here anyway, wall-wise, because we're going to have, this is not exactly going to be straight. We're going to have walls all over the place. I'm not quite sure how that's going to look, to be honest, because it's extremely difficult to get these lined up perfectly. Some of them will place and some of them will not, and I'm not entirely sure why. This one for example will place, and this one will, and then this one, which seems about the same kind of distance from the tree, won't place. So that doesn't make any sense to me at all. So what I've actually done, I have actually installed a mod which is called no collision structures, which I think a lot of players use actually, and which allows us, and I don't see it as cheating because I'm sick to death of walls just refusing to place because they're apparently obstructed, though in point of fact they're not, because there's no obstacle within 3 feet of them. So we've got basically a whole load of new engrams here, all of which are identical in every way to the walls and the ceilings and the door frames and all the rest of it, of the vanilla structures, but they have no collision. So in other words, you're supposed to be able to place them more or less everywhere, not absolutely everywhere, but it should certainly help us to place them in vaguely legal areas. And also these don't actually consume any engram points to learn either, which is good. So it means that we're not sort of duplicating ourselves. Let's see, we've got engram there, so we need a little bit more wood, and then we will try and see if we can actually place that. As I say, it's not going to solve all of our problems because we're still going to find, let's just make 3 of those because we can, because we're still going to find that these interior walls at least are not going to meet up very well, and that's just because of the shape that this structure is. Here we go. So hopefully these, oh, they still don't place. Well, that's a little bit interesting really, because they are supposed to place and they do not. Let's see, no collision wooden wall. Okay, well it clearly does have collision because it is still not, look at that, there's nothing within a square mile of the thing. So I really don't know, the hitbox of this tree must be absolutely immense if we can't place. So I don't know if this mod is just not working or what's going on there, because they are definitely supposed to work and they definitely don't. All the way around here is good, all the way around there works, but that one does not. And I think probably some of these, yeah, you see, the sap tap is supposed to be able to go through walls, so it shouldn't be that's in the way. Here it's clearly the only thing that's anywhere near is the tree. And it's the same distance from that, and that one works. I don't know. I don't understand. Some of these just won't place, and even that one's sort of, yeah, it's close, but it's not got the tree going through it. So that is actually really, really annoying. So in point of fact, we're probably just going to have to ignore that middle bit there and hope that the structure doesn't actually collapse because we haven't got, because we haven't got any sort of walls on this side. So I'm not sure what we're going to have to do there, basically. Okay, so I'm going to make the door. Let's see, which way do we want to face here? I consider the front to be the part that's kind of facing out of the forest here. So I consider this bit here to be pretty much the front. And that's where I want my largest sort of windows going out. We don't actually have very much of a view because there's a load of trees in the way, but there's a little bit of one. So I'm going to consider this to be kind of the front over here. So I think what we'll do, we'll have the door where this, roughly where the tap is, kind of here maybe. Which means our walls are going to be, yeah, I'm going to put windows, big glass windows, and it's going to have ultimately more than one floor as well. It's probably going to have about 2 floors. I think I've probably got room for 2 stories before the branches start tipping through here. So yeah, if this is the front here, we're going to have windows here. So I'm going to place walls around the back. Let's see, we've got a bit of a view there. So we'll place walls here. So let's just get them in the right place and preferably facing in the right direction. Yeah, that's right. There we go. And these are no collision ones, which apparently, yeah, evidently do, in point of fact, have some collision to them. There we go. And that's as many as we've made so far. And basically I'm having a walkway around the outside like this. And we're going to have big windows at the front, door somewhere near the tap, because that's going to make it more efficient when we're coming back into the base to gather our resources. And yeah, we'll have some smaller sort of windows around here as well. So basically, I think I'm going to have to keep gathering lots of wood, because we haven't got space to store it all here. Let's just grab all the resources we can for the moment. We've got a wooden ceiling left over and a few bits of railing, and then there's our windows. So let me just see. Window frame. We want to make a few of those. We'll make 2 of those, because that's how many windows we've got at the moment. And then we'll make as many walls as we can, which is not very many. And we may as well make the normal ones, that if I ever take the NC mod out, we'll still have some walls. Okay, let's see where we're going to put these little windows. So, we'll have one here. Is that the right way round? No, it's not. Turn around. Oh, yes it is. There we go. There we go. And then these walls here. Alright, I think that should be the right way around, but I'm not totally sure. Alright. And this wall looks like it's not going to meet up absolutely straight either, which is annoying, but that is likely to happen. As I say, it's extremely difficult to get these perfectly in line. Look at that. That is going to bug the heck out of me, that hole there. But hey, it's not our house, it's fine. Okay, so that's the story so far. I've got a couple of windows there, smaller windows. I have no idea how we're going to use the space inside here, really. I haven't thought that out that much so far. And we're going to obviously have to make these walls at least double height as well, because at the moment they're sort of barely as tall as the top of my head. So to avoid it being too claustrophobic here, we're going to make a second layer above that. Thankfully we're in the right place to gather wood, so that's what we're going to do. I've got my windows in here ready to place. I've got 2 small glass windows, and we will make some more of these, but at the moment this is all the resources I had back at Hidden Valley. 7, there we go, and 7, there we go. That was all the resources I had to be able to make these windows. So we're going to need to go gather some resources now, which is what I'm going to do, and then we're going to build, yeah, we're going to sort of get the walls going all around the outside, so we know where the door is, we know where all the windows are, and we're going to see if we can make this sort of into more or less a livable structure. But it's probably going to take me it's going to definitely take me more than one episode to finish this off. I also forgot to bring my sickle, which means that it's quite difficult. Now, is that a Oviraptor over there? I think it is. I think that's harmless. Because if I'd brought my sickle, I could have very easily gathered fibres, but I forgot and I left it behind, which was my own stupid fault, so I'm just going to have to go about it like that. And I will see you guys when we've cut a few trees. Well, Oz is very well laden at this point, because I've got tons of stuff, including some that's actually stored on Oz himself. But I'll see if there's anything I could usefully put in my little box here. Probably not, because well, I'll put the chitin in there. That's going to be useful at some point. And then I've got a load of stone as well. There we go. And we've probably got some more sap in here. Yep, we've got a full stack of it. Oops, that's not what I meant. There we go. Now, whoa, close. I did not want him flying away then. And we're going to have to get some lighting up around here as well, because it gets very dark. It gets dark very, very quickly, I find, which means that a little bit inconvenient. Okay, so we've got no more glass windows, but we do have quite a lot of walls, and we've got some window frames as well. I haven't made a door frame yet, but I will do. Okay, let's place these for the time being. Now, is that the right way around? No, of course it's not the right way around. Why would it be the right way around? How silly of me. Okay, so this time we'll make sure it's the right way around. And turn it if it is not. It's just turned itself round. Hello? Okay, I think there might be two places that could put itself, and that's the problem. Is there two places? No, I don't think so. Thank you. Finally, again, big hole there. Big old hole. But not a lot we can do about that at the moment, really, at all. Go on. And again, wrong way round. Thank you. The right... Oh, you see, it's turned itself around again. I do wish the devs would sort this out, because it's such a massive waste of resources every time we do this. Really, really very annoying indeed. Not at all helpful. Okay, so we're coming around to where I want to put the door now. So we're going to place a normal wall here. The right way round, please. And then we'll put our door there, I think. And I haven't made one of those yet. And then we'll put a normal wall the other side of it as well. Again, the right way round would be good. That way round, yes. Okay, let's see. How much wood have I got? Can I make one? Door. Wooden door frame. There we go. Yes, I can make two, actually. And then let's see if we can make another wall to replace the ones that have just... No, we can't. We're going to need more wood for that. Okay, well, at least we can make a door frame. And we'll put that in there. I'm sure with more practice, one could get better at crafting these that's really quite wonky actually, but it's supposed to be rough and ready. It's a treehouse. I'm cool with that. I'm really cool with that. It's fine. So yeah, I'm sure with a bit of practice, a person could get quite nifty at making these. But now which way around is that? That's the way we want it. Yeah. Okay. And then where did we say we wanted our main windows to go? Can't even see where my so-called view is now. But maybe we'd be better off having solid walls on the bottom floor anyway, and then windows further up. I'm not sure. To be honest, I think I will put the windows in. And I think it's on this side, but I think we're going to have to wait till morning because I really can't see a thing now. So we will carry on with this in the morning. In the meantime, I'm going to gather some more resources and hope I don't get killed in the process. So, see you guys at dawn. Well, it's the following day, and as you can see, I have put walls all the way around the outside. They're just one block high at the moment, and I've got two huge windows there. That one didn't place quite straight, and we've also got a couple of fairly glaring holes in the walls as well, which I kind of thought we would have, like this for example, where they just don't meet up because the foundations that I placed weren't perfectly aligned, because they don't snap to the tree platform. So there you go. There is very little that we can actually do about that. Just like there's very little we can actually do about walls on the inside near the tree, which just don't want to place. Even with the no collision mod, which yeah, just plain old doesn't work. Anyway, I've got some more. We've got some more walls now, and I'm hoping these are going to place in the right way round. And we're just going to go round and see how far round these we can get. Oh, go on. And hopefully this is going to be our first story. We're going to make some more glass windows to fill in the ones, yeah, the apertures that don't have any windows at the moment, like this one here. And we've actually got two doors. I decided I was going to place a door here and a door over there as well. So we've actually got two ways in and out, because I just thought that was going to be more convenient, really. And then I will, when I've got the resources... Oops. Oh, you know... Oh, why? Why did you do that? What a waste of resources that is. No reason for it whatsoever. There. That's the way around I meant. And then, yes, when I've got the resources as well, I will make some more of these big glass windows. I've got 2 of them here, and I'll actually put them above on the sort of the level above as well. And then if we make a second floor, I will do the same. So we have these big windows, and I might have some big windows on the other side, perhaps on the upper floor as well, because we're likely to get a bit more of a view there. You wouldn't think that a view would really matter over much when you're surviving against dinosaurs, but oh, for goodness sake, will you place? No, we do want it that way around, don't we? Okay. And that looks like it's backwards. Oh, do you know what? It's really hard to tell. And annoyingly, we just need a few more walls to finish this off. And I don't think I've actually got... Look at that big hole there. And there's nothing I can do about it. Nothing at all, other than destroying the whole treehouse and starting again. I don't know. This is, you know, it's the first attempt. It's not that bad, I dare say. Okay, let's see if we can make a few more walls here. 1. Which is quite rubbish. Oops. Now we've got a full stack of that as well. They do fill up quite quickly, these, so we'll have to take these back to base with us, I think. And then obviously once this place is more finished, we will be able to... Now, is that the right way around? Once this place is finished, we will be able to get some more storage in here and things as well, a bit of furniture. It was never meant to be a luxury base, but I did fancy the idea of having a treehouse, so... Okay, so I'm going to get some more wood and see if we can finish off these walls here. But really, we're not going to be able to realistically put any sort of ceiling in place or anything like that until the walls are finished, which means sort of finishing off this bit of wall here, but also being able to place some more windows here. And as I say, I'm not sure how it's going to respond if we don't have any walls on the inside there. I'm not sure whether we're actually going to be able to... Let's see. Presumably these ceilings will go kind of there like that, but probably I'll put one here and then it'll go, no, I can't place one there. So we might need to place pillars here. Let's just see if I can craft a pillar. Oops. No, I don't even have enough wood for a pillar. I might try the no collision ones and see if that makes any difference, but I think a recent update has probably broken that mod so that it doesn't work the way it's intended anymore. But yeah, if we could put some pillars around here, the walls, as I say, if we put walls, they wouldn't sort of work ever so well anyway, I dare say. But if we could put pillars here, maybe we'll be able to finish the ceiling off. I certainly hope so, because it would be really annoying actually if we couldn't do that. These tree platforms are all very well, but if we can't actually build a house on them, in spite of, you know, the amount of resources I chucked into putting this floor here with the, you can just about see the wooden foundations and then the ceilings on top of that to make sure there wasn't anything clipping through the floor. I was quite pleased with it really, but it's proving quite difficult to finish this off. Anyway, I shall go. Come on, Oz. I shall go gather one last lot of resources and then we shall hopefully get it as finished as we can today. Yeah, then next time we'll be on to maybe putting a bit of furniture in there, perhaps doing a second floor. Oh, there's a Carno over there. I think I might just... We can probably have him quite easily, but nonetheless, I can't be bothered with the aggro right now. Okay, so I've got a few more walls here, which should finish the job off, and then we'll have some spares for the next bit of building that we do, the next floor. Oops. There we go, that's that. And I've also made some ceilings. Yeah, we've got two walls left, so I'll put those in here. There we go. And then I've made some ceilings as well, and I've also made some pillars, so we will see. Where's my ceiling? Oh, you're gonna have to move, Oz boy. There you go. Okay, oops, am I stuck now? Yeah, I'm stuck. Terrific. There isn't really any room for a great big Argent in here. He kind of gets in the way. Okay, so if I put a ceiling there, yes, we can do that, but we probably... Oh, we can do that. That's quite weird, actually, but it does look a little bit strange. Now, the thing I don't like about the pillars is the way that they absolutely always have to go in the middle. Now, these are the no-clip ones, but nonetheless, they still sort of want to go in slightly odd places. I always think the pillars, I should be able to place them on the sort of, you know, the outside of a block or a foundation or something, but we can't place them there. I can place them randomly, like sort of that, so I'm not sure, just for realism's sake. I don't think I really want it there, but I might well place a few of those. I'm going to think about that, but given that we can put, there we go, in storage, given that we could finish our ceiling off like that, I will do that first, I think. I mean, we're going to have on the diagonals, it's going to look like the floor is kind of they're going to clip through each other a bit anyway, so but yeah, that is basically what we're going to look like. We're going to have a staircase in here somewhere as well. Probably not here, probably somewhere, you know, around here somewhere. And that is hopefully going to give us, I might even have one of the curved staircases. Have I learned the engram for that? I'm not sure, but they look pretty cool. They're the first actual stairs we've got in here. There we go. I haven't learned it, but that is actually pretty large. That's pretty huge, but I think one of those would look ace in here because they're so... Well, this is a round house and it's a round staircase, so we could use one of those. That would be brilliant. So I will try that out, I think. Let's just see if we can place a few more ceilings adjacent to this one and just make sure that they work. Oops, no, here. There we go. And another one there. And then it's the diagonals here that are going to be interesting. That's it. We want it like that. Yeah, so that is actually going to take quite a lot of resources, and it's going to look a bit strange from down here. Obviously, it's going to look a little bit mad, but that's just the shape of the place. What can you do? I think it's going to look pretty cool eventually, to be honest. It's not going to be perfect. We're going to have these gaps in the walls and stuff, but it's not going to be bad. It's not going to be bad at all. Okay, and one last thing that we're going to do, if we've got the resources, we're going to make a couple of doors. I'm going to just have reinforced doors here, I think, because while I'd quite like glass ones, well, I don't know. I think just wooden doors will do us quite fine. I just need to get some of the stone that we've got in here. There we go. I don't honestly know how much we're going to need. I can't remember what it is, but there we are. We can make 2. There we go. Fantastic. And then I will just put any remaining resources in here. There we are. Oh, and fibre as well. And I've got an absolute ton of this. So I'm really going to have to remember to bring my sickle. That is kind of why I made it, but then I don't know. I must have just left it on the kitchen table. You know how you do. Happens all the time. All right, there we go. There's a door. And we've got another doorway over here. There we go, fantastic. And again, there's a little bit of a hole kind of thing going on there, which is not terrific. I think the reinforced wooden doors go a little bit better, perhaps, in the stone walls. This game is not exactly perfect yet, is it? But hey, this place will be pretty decent by the time we're finished, I think. And yeah, maybe at some point I'll get around to... See, that is going to bug me. But I don't think I placed the window the wrong way around or anything. I think it just isn't quite straight. These should be, to be fair. These ones should be, because these are absolutely snapped to each other, absolutely straight. So that window maybe just turned the wrong way around or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, that is probably going to bug me a little bit, but not enough to do anything about it right now. With no smithy here to be able to sort of build that anyway. And I don't know if we're good. It's actually quite a large space, so I might build one here, or I haven't quite decided how I'm going to sort it out yet. But yeah, it's my little project. So yeah, probably in the next episode we'll be doing a little bit more here. But in the interim, I think, I don't know. I'm going to be taking this sap back to Hidden Valley. I might, the other stuff here, I might leave that here or I might take it away. I'm not sure yet. But I might just kind of gather some more resources and put a bit of ceiling in here. And I think we'll learn that staircase, Engram, because yeah, let's learn that. Let's just see how much wood that's going to need. 200 wood. That's going to need a full stack of wood and 50 thatch, 35 fibre. But that is going to look great in here, I think, provided it fits and provided its curve is such that, yeah, that will give us, we'll be able to put it in an appropriate place to be able to access the upper floor. So I'm going to have to place that before I do any more of the ceiling, I think. So there you go. Okay, guys, so that's our treehouse so far. They're really not that easy to build, and this huge hole here. Again, just nothing much I could do about that, unfortunately. I tried placing a pillar there, but of course, as I say, they don't want to go on the edge of a foundation or a floor or a ceiling or whatever. They want to go in the middle of it, which is kind of aggravating. So, and then this hole here as well. So it's going to be a drafty old place, but we don't tend to suffer from cold here. So, you know, as far as realism goes, not too immersion breaking. But just a little bit frustrating, and frustrating that the no collision mod doesn't seem to work up here at the moment either, but there you go. Okay, guys, so I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope you like what we're doing here. Please feel free to leave me any comments, particularly any tips for building tree houses and for making them work properly, given that nothing really snaps to anything else until you've butchered the floor like I have done here. And I hope you'll join me for the next episode of ARK Survival Evolved. Until then, keep gaming, stay happy, and bye-bye for now.